play. I'm here surfing Look Fantastic for Rituals because I cannot find it in Canada. Rituals body cream. No, it's not at Shoppers Drug Mart. Somebody said that it was at Shoppers. It's not. Not Rituals. They might have been thinking about another brand that's new to Shoppers, but not Rituals. Rituals is not there. So, can't find it anywhere like um, other than the Rituals website, which I think is, I don't even know where I'm looking. I'm looking right here. I think the Rituals, I think you can get it in the US. I know it's available. Hi, Miss Tracy. Let me just move that a little bit closer. I got my pajamas on, girl. I was talking about Rituals, the body lotion. Hi, Just a Cutie. How are you? Hi, Em. So, Look Fantastic. I don't know if you can see that. Look Fantastic in the UK has got all of the ritual stuff. There's a little bit on the Look Fantastic Canadian site, or is there? I don't think so. I can't remember. But it's in the UK where you can get everything. So I'm thinking I might have to one day order this here stuff from the UK site because I love the Rituals body lotion. I think it's absolutely all of the kinds. I loved all of the kinds that I've ever had that we've gotten either in Look Fantastic or Glossybox. So I wonder, have you guys ever seen Rituals at BoxyCharm? I've never really looked. And I don't get BoxyCharm, so I don't know if I've ever gotten Rituals from BoxyCharm. I know I've always gotten it from Look Fantastic and Glossybox. So that's what I was doing, looking to see where I can find it to buy it when I go through the lotions that I have. Ooh, flights from Toronto to Punta Cana. They went down. Oh, that's good. So, hold on. Let me go on here and see who's here. And I better turn this down so you don't hear me in the background. Hear me on top of me. It's not even telling me that I'm live. They got me lost here today. I am lost. You can't find me. All right. We're here. Let me see who's here. Hi, Cosmic. Hi, I have two Tracys. Oh, no, that's Tracy. I thought it was two different Tracys. I'm good, M. I know, Tracy, you love Rituals as well. I love their body lotion. Love it. You got a commercial, so you missed what I was saying. Oh, hi, Andrea. I was talking about the Rituals body lotion, and I can't find it here in Canada. I know somebody said it was at Shoppers, but it's not Rituals at Shoppers. It's another brand that looks like Rituals that's at Shoppers. So I was looking, and I found it on... Okay. Found it on Look Fantastic UK. There is some Rituals on the USA site for Look Fantastic. I don't remember if there was any for the Canadian Look Fantastic site, but there is at the UK, and the UK's got pretty much all of it. So I'm thinking might have to order some of that. You received your Look Fantastic for March? Yes, me too. I got it today. I'm going to unbox it next week. I'll keep that box for next week. So, and I don't even know what's in it. I can't remember what's in it. I'm sure I've seen a spoiler, but I can't remember what's in it. But I think I wasn't too impressed with the box, if I remember correctly. Because you know me. There's probably like a lot of skincare in it. Ooh, if you like skincare, Look Fantastic's Easter egg is coming out full of skincare and great brands. I might do a spoiler video on it. Let me know if you want a spoiler video. You will, if you don't get Look Fantastic, if you do get the subscription box, you get, I think it's like £10 off or something, or $10 off, something like that. But if you don't get Look Fantastic, you can go through my link and you can get, I don't know if it's $15 or 20% off, something like that. But if you love skincare, the Easter egg, and it's always so cute, the packaging looks really, really nice if you like skincare. Travel, yay, yes, Just a Cutie. My plan, and I know I mentioned this before, and Ian's family are in. He sent out the Facebook message a couple nights ago to a lot of his family members. Is Christmas in Dominican, and I think we're trying to do like because we were supposed to get married in Dominican, and then COVID happened, and it didn't happen, right? So we got married at like a park here in Toronto. I think there's like 10 people there. And my mom missed the wedding. Like nobody was allowed to travel. A lot of Ian's relatives couldn't come. None of my relatives were there other than my niece, right? So we're planning on doing December 30th in Dominican an exchanging of rings kind of thing. So like we'll still do the vows and we'll exchange the rings, but it's not like a wedding. I'm not paying for a wedding coordinator. I'm not wearing like a wedding dress kind of thing. I just want like a white kind of summery dress. Ian's gonna wear a nice pair of dress shorts kind of thing, right? And then we'll reserve one of the restaurants for all of us to eat at because it's all inclusive. And I'm like, I'm not paying for dinner, like just we're just gonna go and do this so mom can feel like she was a part of it, and the rest of our friends and family if they want to go, and have a great party. So we decided on December 30th because I figured it'd be really really hard for us to get a restaurant where if 20 reservations kind of thing on the 31st because it's New Year's Eve, right? So we decided to do it on December 30th. So Ian sent out the Facebook message to a lot of his family and friends and stuff. And right away, his dad's side of family, like his cousins and his dad's uncle, they were all like, we're in. His brother is in. I don't expect many members of my family to come. Honestly, my niece and my nephew maybe, and hopefully my mom. But yeah, so it seems like it's a go, right? And then the more people you book as a group, the cheaper it will be, right? So that's what we're hoping to go there. And I already told Ian that for our anniversary, because we got married on June 20th, and it's on a Monday this year. And I'm like, I don't care what we're doing, but I know I'm going to the USA. Like, I want to go to the USA, and I want to go to that restaurant with the $100 buffet. No kids, just you and me. And we're going to that restaurant, and I'm going to smoke a gagger. And I don't do the gaggers, but I'm going to smoke a gagger. And I'm going to eat crab legs and prime rib. And then I'm going to go back out into the van and smoke another gagger. And I don't even smoke, right? And then I'm going to go back in and eat cheesecake and Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So I told them that's what I want to do for our anniversary. Apparently there's this buffet in the States somewhere. I think it's like somewhere in New York. Not like New York City, but the state, New York. And it's $100. And it doesn't open until April. So it opens from April until like October, and everything is fresh, right? And it's all you can eat crab, prime rib, all you can eat lobster. Like that's what so much money. And so I really want to go there. So that's what I want to do for our anniversary. Okay. I'm scrolling down. I'm just checking away here. This week is March. It's March break, everybody. We're not doing anything. I'll work. My boss has gone away. Hi, Candice. How are you, love? Yeah, I seen that message, Andrea. Didn't make sense. Hi, Sylvie. Nicoletti, hi. You'll have to check out the Easter egg. Yeah, it's really nice. If you like skincare, you might like that. Spoiler video. Okay, so I'll do a spoiler video for it. Going away for Christmas. Well, like I said to Ian, Christmas is boring. Like, our kids are older, so they don't care. Like, they just sleep all day. You know what I mean? Like, they get up in the morning and say, show me the money, and they go back to bed. And I'm like, and it's just blah. It's not the same. And I just get so sad Christmas time because it's just us at home and, like, we do nothing, right? And I don't know, I grew up differently. Like, Christmas was a big event. You went to all your cousins and your aunt's house, and they came to your house, and it's just kind of blah. And I'm like, and the kids are old enough now that I want to start a new tradition. And hey, if any of your family wants to come, that's great. But if not, like, what matters is who's in this house. And that's all that matters to me. You know what I mean? Like, the tradition is, for me, is for my two kids and my nephew. Like, and Ian, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's my family, right? So that's where I want to be. And I want to be there Christmas Day. And I want to start a new tradition. So why not, right? You're starting Emily Baker on your Chromebook so you can see when the Tati news comes up. Okay, I don't know what's going on. The Tati news. Tati's lawyer tweeted, oh, that she won the legal battle. Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome. That's the one about with the business partner, I'm assuming, Cosmic. I'm assuming that's because that's the only one that she was in, right? Other than the pot the piss in girl, that chick, that's all done and over with. So I'm assuming it's the one with the business partner who was trying to take Tati Beauty, which she had to shut it down. Thank you, Em. Yeah, I know, right? What do you want to do for your anniversary? Well, I want to go to a buffet. Food, right? I mean, why else do you live now at this age? You live for food. Hi, Miss Michelle. You're really struggling right now? Oh, no, Andrea. I hope everything is good, love. Maybe start some new family traditions, baking, going sledding, watching movies. Yes, Em, I'm telling my family tradition is going to be me on a beautiful beach, sitting by the pool, and not worrying about work, not having to worry about cleaning my house. None of it. Just the five of us, and I'm good with that, right? Because, I mean, I don't like winter. I can't stand winter. My boss was actually saying this today because she's going out west for the week because they ski, right? They're members of this ski resort or whatever, and they usually go to Colorado, but they're just going to go, I'm assuming maybe Banff for skiing. That's where you would go, really, right? In Alberta, Banff. So anyway, that's what they're doing for March break. And I was like, well, we might go. I was thinking of maybe going to Niagara Falls for a night, but Ian's working. He had it off next week, Wednesday and Saturday. He took it off, but then he's going to go and work his holidays because they get double overtime or double something or whatever, however it goes. So I'm like, well, we might go to Niagara Falls, but it's cold, and I don't want to walk around in the cold with my winter jacket on because I hate winter. And my boss is like, she loves winter, right? She goes, well, you got to do winter sports. And I'm like, no, I don't like winter. I'm not doing winter sports. I can't stand it. I hate winter. Like, I hate it. So I'm like, no, I'd rather go away. I can't stand winter. I hate it. I keep on saying every year, March 15th. Once we get to March 15th, spring is here. Even though there might be a big snowstorm on March 16th, but in my mind, March 15th, winter is over. So, and apparently Thursday is going to be beautiful. And I should have booked because we usually book this hotel room in Niagara Falls. It's not like a 5-star hotel room, but prices are great. It's right on the river, right? And it's like a suite with three beds, a huge room, and it's perfect for all of us, And I was looking at it a few days ago, and they had one room left for Thursday, because if we were going to go, it would have been on either Monday or Thursday, because Ian's got to work the rest of the days kind of thing. And I didn't book it, and I should have, and now it's gone. So I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're not doing anything really. But Thursday would have been perfect, because it's going to be like 15 degrees here on Thursday. So it would have been nice, to walk around Niagara. Okay, hold on. There's a few people here. Christmas away sounds fun. You got grandkids now, so yeah, Christmas is fun again. That's right, Nicoletti. I mean, little kids just do. They make Christmas fun, right? You don't know specifics on what happened in court yet. The business case has not actually come to trial yet, so you're interested to know what happened. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it got thrown out. Because if it didn't go to trial, maybe the judges said, I'm throwing this out and it's not going to go to trial. Hi, Miss Janet. You want to go away at Christmas, but just back to Alberta to visit friends you haven't seen for a very long time? Oh, that's nice. Oh, you're really sick? Oh, no, Andrea. I hope you get better. Adulting sucks. Yeah, right, Cosmic? It really does, doesn't it? I know it's March already, right? The year is flying by. Hi, Princess of Heaven. How are you, love? Andrea, are you still sick? A couple weeks ago, you had a really bad cold. Is it still that? If it is, you should. Did you get it checked out? What was I gonna do? Oh, so my cheap ass, I grabbed some earrings on Amazon. I think all of these were like $9.99, something like that. Listen, I don't need gold. Well, I can't wear gold, actually. Gold earrings break out my ears, so I don't wear gold. I like silver. I mean, obviously, this is not real silver. I mean, it was $10 for a whole bunch of them, so I got some hoops. I love hoops. I don't have any earrings in. I should put some earrings in. And then I seen all of these earrings, and they were like 20 bucks for all of them. On Amazon. And again, I don't need expensive earrings. I ain't that girl. Oh, I know. Makeup Geek, right, Cosmic? They fold it. Yeah. I seen that, yeah. That they, because I know she moved and everything, and I remember a while ago she had said that it wasn't doing very good, the business and stuff like that, and I think she wanted to branch into other things. And I believe she said at that time that there was still going to be Makeup Geek, but she was going into other things. So, you know, maybe it's an end of a season for her. She was the first one, you know, Marlena, to like have a makeup company, an influencer to come up with their own brand and stuff like that. So I guess, you know, sometimes too, people just grow out of it, right? And she's got a little girl now, a big stash of earrings. Yeah, so there's one set. So all of these, obviously I got a pair missing out of here somewhere. Can you see that? Some of them kind of look the same, right? And then you got the little ones up here. So that's a set of them. And I ordered an earring tree so I can put all of my earrings, I don't know, maybe over on my dresser. There's another set right there. I thought, you know, they're nice. They're different. Something different with some little bit of color to match different clothes. And I love this color blue. This color blue, I always say, is the color of Ian and Madison's eyes. I absolutely love that color blue. And then there is these ones, the green, which remind me of Savannah's eyes. And Mom's eyes are like this kind of green. And then they got the little ones up there. And these ones, the blues again, I mean, for 20 bucks, it was a good deal, right? And there's another pack still with some more. And then there, whoa, crackers. These ones, which, hold on, can you see them? Get right. Maybe if I turn it around the right way. So all of those, I think they were like $19.99. I think there was like a dollar or a $2 coupon on Amazon. So when I seen them, I'm like, I think that's a great deal for all of these earrings. I mean, like I said, they're not, you know, the most expensive. If you're bougie, I'm not, you know, if I can get something for cheap, I'm getting it for cheap. Yeah, for all of these, there's 5 packs with 10 in each pack. Is it 10? No. 6 in each pack. And I think it was like 19 something, and there was a coupon for $1 or $2 off. So it wasn't a bad deal at all. And then the hoops, like I said, they were, I don't know, $9.97. I think they had a coupon. But I was like, okay, I got me some earrings. This is legit. Yesterday was the first day I put on makeup since the last time I made a video. It's just been so busy with work. And today, I mean, I have foundation on, and I just put on one of those clear lipstick thingies, but not clear. You know what I'm talking about. The lip balm that's got a tint into it. You're still weak. Everyone says, going on 4 weeks now. You're going to the doctor on Monday. Yeah, Andrea. Girl, 4 weeks of being like that. You should have been to the doctor a long time ago. Yes, Marlena, she started everything. Yep, she did. I think she was even there before. I don't know. Did her and Jeffree Star start around the same time? Because I know he was on something called MySpace. So I don't know if Marlena was on MySpace when he was on the MySpace. I can't remember. But I know like they were, her and Jeffree were there pretty much before a lot of other people were. Not that long before some of the other ones, but I think they were the first kind of things, the beauty icons. You ordered 6 or 7 single MG shades for your magnetic palette. So is it like completely, can you still order from Makeup Geek? I have their blush, one of their eyeshadow palettes. I always want it. Makeup Geek had some really nice products. You're hoping one of the big companies will buy her out and offer the eyeshadows in the future. I wonder if we'll see Makeup Geek at Winners. Because I know, like, a lot of people, that's where a lot of things go, right? TJ Maxx and Winners, places like that. Holy hoops. Tracy said holy hoops. Thanks, Janet. You love watching Jeffree apply makeup. I'm assuming that JS is Jeffree Star. Was on your space because he thought he was a musician. Well, at one point he was. He had a hit song and an album. So, I mean, there's a lot of one-hit wonders out there, right? I was actually talking the other day about a girl who sang, and you guys will know. I believe her name was Leanne, and she sang, was it Hot Child in the City? Who sang that song? Hot Child in the City. Anyway, she was kind of like a one-hit wonder, but she did sing vocals on an 80s band love ballad. God, what is her name? You can still order. Oh, that's good to know, Cosmic. I wonder if she's got a sale. Everything is 40% off. Oh, wow. 40 off her remaining products on their site. Shipping is $6.99 for basic shipping. Nikki Gilder. Yes, not Leanne. That's it. Hot Child in the City. And didn't she do vocals on, there was an 80s, maybe like late 70s, 80s love ballad with another like kind of famous rock band. And I think she was the girl who sang in the background of one of those songs. I could be wrong though. Is there much left still, I wonder, on Makeup Geek's site, or is a lot of stuff sold out now? She's a lovely lady. She's really sweet. Really sweet. Marlena, Jen Gerard, she's another one in the beauty community who's really, really nice. I know people said that Marlena's mascara was really good. Because I think she came out with mascara a couple of years ago, and I know I've heard people say that it was really good. But I really wanted one of her eyeshadow palettes. Not like, remember when she came out with that eyeshadow palette, the mix and match kind of thing, and it was, if you wanted all the shades, it was a lot of money. Not that one. She had like these minis. One of those ones. Nick Gilder, Hot Child, is a guy. Oh, okay, so maybe that's not it. Not who I'm talking about. Nick Gilder is a guy? The person sings Hot Child in the City? I always thought it was a girl. Then that's not who I'm talking about at all. A true boss babe. Yep. Holy cow. I'm in shock, Tracy. I always thought it was a girl who sang that song. I swear to God, I thought it was a girl who sang that song my whole life. It sounds like a girl to me. So there is somebody, there is a woman who had like a one hit wonder kind of thing in the 80s, but she also sang vocals on like an 80s rock ballad. And now my mind is completely lost. See, that's what happens when you get old, right? You think you know something and you don't. There was still quite a bit. Oh, okay. Good to know, Nicoletti. I'm going to have to give it a look. Lots of items still left. Oh, okay. You can see that. Yeah, it sounds like a girl. Don't he sound like a girl? Always thought that was a girl singing. Always thought. Holy cow. I mean, all of these years, I thought that was a woman singing that song. Look what I got done with my eyebrows today. What a mess. When I go like this, it looks weird. Wow. I mean, you don't know nothing these days, right? That's a man? You always wanted to get the, yes, that's it, the matrix neutral system. Right, that's the one, right? Where you can pick out, is that the one, Andrea, where there was like a whole bunch of different shades? And if you wanted all the shades, it was like 100 and so much dollars. I remember when that came out. I remember Jen Reviews doing the review on it. I am in shock that that freaking person is a man. All of these years. Wow. Well, you know, I mean, Bruce Jenner is no longer Bruce Jenner. The world is a-changin'. The world is a-changin'. So what are you guys watching? I need a new show to watch. I've watched all of Yellowstone, 129. Okay, yeah, US, right? 129. If you haven't seen it and you're looking for a good show to watch, is it Yellowstone? Oh, flip. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's about ranchers. He had a few hits beyond this one song. I always thought it was a woman. That's funny. Is it Yellowstone? Flip. Anyway, it's about this ranch, and the ranch has been in the family for generations, right? And Kevin Costner is in the TV show Yellowstone. I think that's what it's called. And he owns like, yes, Yellowstone. Ah, thank you, Candace. I'm right. Thank you, love. Anyways, they own acres and acres and acres of land, and it's so beautiful in the like Colorado mountains kind of thing, right? Watch some of his videos. Okay, I will, Tracy. I'm floored. I thought all of these years that the person who sang that song was a girl. Honest to God. You know, we didn't have cable back then, so if they had videos, I didn't get to see videos. We didn't have cable. But if any part of that TV show is true, there's a lot of craziness that happens when you own a ranch. Candace, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Right? Like, oh my God, you got to be real tough and ready to, you know, shoot that gun off kind of thing. You know, sometimes when you watch TV shows like that, you wonder, is there any truth to any of this? You know? But it's a great show. I can't wait for the next season. But I need something new to watch. Shameless, but it's raunchy. Emily in Paris, Sweet Magnolias. Euphoria is fantastic. What is that about Euphoria? I hear a lot of people talking about it. I don't want any, I'm not into the raunchy, you know, sexual shows. That's not my thing. Is it? And I think Euphoria, so sometimes I'm thinking that's what it's like. I don't know why. Amazon has a new series called The Tourist about a guy that was in a car accident and can't remember who he is when he wakes up. Ooh, that sounds interesting. You watch a few seasons of Shameless. It's pretty raw. Is it like a lot of sexual content and stuff? I need a new show to watch. I mean, oh, God. What? You know what I ended up watching a couple of days ago because I couldn't find anything? The Hardy Boys, honest to God, on Netflix. There's only like one season, so I binge watched all of it. I don't think I've turned on my television to watch an actual TV show in years. I mean, does anyone watch TV anymore? Do you know how we used to sit there and wait week after week for our show to come on? Does anybody watch TV anymore? Other than like sports for my husband, if my TV is on and nobody's watching it, CP24 is on the TV. That's what's there all day, unless Ian's home. Now, Ian will sit down in the morning and he's got a couple of shows that he watches. It's just reruns. Drives me insane because I'm working. I see this on the TV and it drives me nuts. And it's always the same shows on the same channel, right? CSI is one of them, and there's the antique something or other. The guys who go around in the van, and looking for different antiques or old crap to sell. That one. But yeah, watching TV. I can't remember the last time I did. Because everything now, you binge watch, right? Like you got Netflix, you got Prime, you got Disney. I need a new show. There's a prequel to Yellowstone called 1883, but you have to get Paramount Plus to watch it. Oh, and is it a season? Like, is it a series? High school drug use, drama, and so much more. Oh, okay, Andrea. And that's Shameless? You watch a bunch of true crime on Netflix. I like true crime as well. Not too much. Lots of swearing, though. Just vulgar. Oh, is that Shameless or is it Euphoria? You haven't had regular cable for years? Outlander. I watched the first maybe three seasons of Outlander. And then, I don't know, it got weird. Or I got bored of it. But it was good. The first couple of seasons were really good. I think after I got bored of it after a while. There was, oh my God, there's a couple of English shows that I've watched I really liked. But do you know what I hate? I hate when you watch a show and it's really good and then there's no more. It's like there's one season of it or two seasons of it, and then the network decides that they're not going to do any more, and that's it. That's it. And you're stuck like, so what happens next kind of thing, right? I hate it when they do that, especially when it's a good show. Sweet Magnolias is a sweet show based in a southern town. Okay, so that's what Euphoria is about. Okay. And Raunchy is Shameless. Euphoria is drug use. Oh, okay. Um, what? Oh, which one was it I watched? It was so good. And it ended. It was just in my head, and now I can't remember. Emily in Paris is cute too. I think I've seen the preview of that. I don't remember. Oh, it was just right here. Oh my God, the 107 or the 800 or crackers. It was on Netflix anyways, and they stopped that. Oh my God, there's a bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of them that I watched, and they stopped it. It's like, why do you do that? It's not fair. You like the series Dead to Me? You hope there's a third season? What did I just watch? It was right on my tip of my head. But the main character was a girl, and she left the show, and this other guy, her father, or is it her father? We don't know yet, is kind of like taking over her spot. I can't remember what it's called. But once she left, that kind of bothered me. It's not the same since. I can't remember what that show is called. You don't get the hype with Euphoria. You're guessing that people are going crazy over it because it's the first non-cookie cutter TV show about high school students. I don't even know if I've seen a, I don't know if I've seen a, preview for that. If the store had any TV deals. Okay. Probably saw the scene where Jamie by the captain on Outlander and then stopped. Maybe Nicoletti. I can't remember now because I know it was such a long time ago. Like I really liked I really liked the first season and the second season, and I'm probably even got into the third season or halfway into it, but I'm just not, I don't remember. Who is... Oh, we got someone else saying they're in to go away. Yay, that's awesome. Because it said the more people who, when you book a group trip, minimum it said of 10 to the resort that we're going to. We're going through Sunwing, even though Sunwing is now bought out by WestJet. So I don't know what's going to happen with that for the, as the months come, right? Does anyone else know? So, and it said if the minimum to book a group is 10, and then the prices will get lower with every other person kind of thing. Which I'm really hoping it gets lower because holy cow, the prices of trips, have you guys noticed? If you're looking to go on a vacation, the prices have gone up immensely. I remember 3 months ago, if you look at last minute vacations, you could go to Cuba for $600. Now, last minute vacation to Cuba is $1,200. It's insane. At the price of everything it's nuts. It's through the roof. It's crazy. And it's like everything, the price of everything has gone up now, but our wage has not gone up. You know what I mean? It's not fair. You really enjoyed Yellowstone? It is a great series, isn't it, Janet? Candace said 1883, it's a series. Oh, okay, it goes back to the first ancestors. No way, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill are in it. Oh, wow, I got to see if I can find that. I can go on like Project Free TV or something to look for it. Mr. Ballin, love him, Mr. Ballin. Tracy, do you watch his YouTube channel? I watched every video that he's come out with. There's many mornings or nights if I'm doing my skincare, Ian's in the bathroom with me, we're just chatting. I'll put on Mr. Ballin if he came out with a new video, and we'll just sit and listen to it. He is an amazing storyteller. And I heard that he also has, what do you call that? You do it all the time, Cosmic. Podcast. He's got a podcast now too, Mr. Ballin does. He is an amazing storyteller. I love watching him. I binge watched every single video he had probably about 9 months ago. Love him. Maybe you'll binge watch that one this weekend. The 1883. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking for that. Mr. Ballin, he's fantastic, isn't he? Your most fun is Awkward Ashley's channel. You subscribe to her channel so you can watch movies together. She's a millennial that watches classic movies. Oh, okay. Mr. Ballin, crazy stories, right? Take the like button and say you're going to give it some wine, but instead it's red cider vinegar. Like the things he comes up with about that like button. Your TV is on for background noise, so the house isn't so quiet. You don't watch much. Yeah, same with me. TV, it's just CP24. That's what's usually on if the kids are not home and if Ian's not there watching his silly shows. But Ian and the girls, if they're watching TV, it's something on Netflix. But Ian's got our TV. You know when you go into a bar and you see the TVs on this hand? I don't know, like a hook, not a hook, but a chummy digger. Almost like a shelf that you pull out, but it's not a shelf. It's just a stand, but up on the wall. I don't know what word I'm trying to find here. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, he's got the TV like so far up on the wall that I have to look up to watch it. It's like when you walk into a bar and you see the TV up and you got to stare up at it and it hurts my neck. I can't watch TV in my living room anymore. Since he put the TV up there, and it's been since we pretty much moved in here, I don't think I've sat down and watched a show because it's so uncomfortable with my bad neck. And I keep on telling him I'm taking that damn TV down because I can't. He wants me to come and watch a show with him, and I can't. It hurts my neck, right? So if we're going to watch a movie, I always say, well, can we watch it in bed? Because it hurts my neck. And then we come into bed to watch a movie, and he falls asleep. So he needs to take that damn TV down. I want to get one of those, you know, those fireplaces, TV stand kind of things. I'd love to have one of those. I just don't know if there's enough room for it in our living room. But I'd like to have something like that. But we'd have to get rid of the couch because the couch is really wide. So maybe, maybe one of these days. Get rid of the couch so we can move the TV. Your daughter is going to a place outside of Cancun and paid 1,500. Yeah, that's, I guess, I don't know. I don't know much about Mexico, but I still think like usually last minute bookings, and usually last minute bookings are like sometimes 3 weeks to like 2 months away. And the prices were always great, right? If you were able to just go, okay, I'm going away, here you go, you know? But now, like even last minute bookings, the prices are like $600 more. It's crazy. Yes, you watch his YouTube channel. Your husband loves him too. All of us are dead. Oh, is that the Korean show? M? I watched the first show of it. If that's the one you're talking about, the Korean show. I watched the first one. His podcast is good. It sucks that you can't watch it 2 times. How do you do that? How are you able to do that? You know, because I know some people watch videos on YouTube and they say they watched it at 2 times, but how do you do that? Because whenever I press the fast forward button, like it just fast forwards. How do you do the 2 times on the YouTube? Yes, the Korean zombie show. The plot sounds stupid, but there's Korean shows are fabulous. I love Korean shows. I love Korean historical dramas. Um, love them. I've watched I don't know how many Korean historical dramas. I usually watch it on K. Is it K drama? K drama. No, Drama Cool. So dramacool.so is where I go to watch some of my Korean historical dramas. I'm telling you, I watched one of them. It's called Jewel in the Palace. I probably watched that about 7 times, and there's like 152 episodes, and they're all like an hour long. I love that show. Absolutely love it. I can watch it over and over again. It's one of those shows, and it's based on a true story. Well, the girl, the main character, she was true. She actually lived, and she was um, a very strong, intelligent, amazing woman in Korea like 1,000 years ago, right? When women didn't have any kind of say for anything. You know, what it was like in every country back 1,000 years ago for women, right? Um, so it is like the fact that it's about her, but there's bits of it about her that they don't know if it's true or not, kind of thing, because the history books don't have much information on her, only the things that make you go, wow, like that must have been pretty freaking amazing. You know, she must have been somebody really special, right? But I love that show. Jewel in the Palace. That's what it's called. Jewel in the Palace. A full motion TV mount. Yes. Cosmic. Yeah. It drives me insane. Oh, hi, Miss Lana. How are you, love? I know, right? The prices of everything is insane. Yes, M, especially with groceries and gas. YouTube settings has a playback speed. Oh. Top right hand corner of your phone has a little symbol. Hit it. Then hit playback speed. Scroll down and choose 1.5 or 2x. I never knew that. Okay, I'll have to try it. I don't watch, literally, when I watch YouTube, I watch, this girl over in Yunnan, China, spoke over her before, Premji, but her name starts with a D. I can't pronounce it. I love her. I love her videos. It's just her, you know, her grandma, her grandpa, her mom and dad. They're cooking, and she does everything by hand, made from scratch. She takes you into the mountains and picks everything from the wild. Absolutely love her YouTube channel. But I think she only really posts maybe once every couple of weeks. And God, there's not much else I watch on YouTube anymore. Um, Hope for Pause. You know, the rescue, the animal rescue in, I believe they're in LA. I watch all of their videos. You know, it's a way to support them as well, to watch their videos, right? They do so many amazing things. I mean, it is insane how many abandoned animals and strays there are in LA, because you would think that LDAD's rescued all of them, but there's so many more, right? You're doing good. You finished work and you're having supper. What did everyone have for dinner? Okay, Miss Cosmic. Yes, let us know. So I tried making macaroni and cheese again. It failed again. I tried another recipe because I want a creamy mac and cheese. And I obviously added bacon because, I mean, who's going to want macaroni and cheese without bacon, right? Um, and then it's nice and creamy when I put the macaroni in the cheese sauce that I made. But then I put it in the oven and I add cheese on top of it. And it seems like once I put that freaking macaroni and cheese in the oven, it's no longer a creamy mac and cheese. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm like, I guess I just can't put it in the oven. You can't watch animal rescues. You cry too much. Oh, you made General Tso chicken? Oh, Tracy, can I get your recipe? We love General Tso. There's a Chinese restaurant that we always go to down the street from us, and they have the best General Tso chicken. Like, we had Chinese food. When did Ian come home? Wednesday, I think, with Chinese food, and that's what we get. 2 orders of General Tso chicken and some rice. That's our Chinese food. Beef stroganoff. Did you make it, Andrea? I've never made that. I want to try making that. Spaghetti with lots of veggies in it. Cheddar and Parmesan. Yum. I love Parmigiana. Love it. Yes, I made a roux. Maybe that's why, right? I made the roux. Um, you know, made the roux, added the cheese. It was all nice and creamy when I added the macaroni, the pasta in it. It was beautiful. But then I put some more cheese on top of it. And then it's like, once I put it in the oven, it's not creamy anymore. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I've watched so many videos. Lamb kebabs for dinner. You know what, Nicoletti? I've never had lamb. I've never had lamb in my life. Never, ever, ever have I had it. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Your mom brought it over? Oh, God love you. I wish Mom lived here. If Mom lived here, I swear I'd probably be 1,000 pounds because she bakes. Mom is like, I don't know, she's 70 years old and she's 22. I swear to God, this woman's got so much energy. I don't know how she gets it. I don't know. Chicken breast and scallop potatoes. Yummy. How do you make your scallop potatoes, Lana? You need the roux. Maybe I'm not adding enough cream. Well, the recipe that I went by today, this one didn't use cream. It just used milk. So I did this one. But the recipe I did last time was Guy Fieri's recipe, and he used cream. So I used cream, and I put it in the oven, and it all fell apart. Same thing as this one. She used milk, but see, I don't think she put it in the oven. She didn't put hers in the oven, but she said you can add extra cheese and put it in the oven. And I'm like, well, maybe I kept it in the oven too long. But I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you got them at Metro at the deli? We do that, I'd say probably once a month, you know, where they have the chicken. You can get the chicken, and Metro's got a special now. It's chicken and the ribs with a side potato and those 3 nasty salads that nobody eats, where you pick 2, I think. You pick 2 of the salads. Nobody eats the salads. Like, me and Ian and Johnny might have like a spoonful, but then it just lives in my fridge until I throw it in the garbage. Your mom has something she loves to do? Yes. She always did. She says that she wished that she had started baking when she was younger, because she probably would have had her own bakery and stuff. I mean, like my mom is well known across central Newfoundland for her baked goods. Like, her baked goods are now into stores, right? in my hometown, and she's such a great baker. Like she's so very talented, and everything is delicious. But she said she wishes that she knew that she could have done this years ago, because it probably would have made life so much easier for us growing up and for her too, because we struggled, right? But, like I said to her, well, years ago, Mom, there wasn't a lot of people around or years ago when we were growing up, everybody baked their stuff. You know what I mean? Like, the people, some of your customers are people who now can't make the things that they loved growing up. So you bake it for them. But when we were growing up, they were able to do that. So maybe um, the customers might not have been there years ago, or maybe it could have flourished, right? Because she's so good at it. But she's got like she's doing weddings. She's booked for weddings this summer. And I keep on saying to her, "Hey, you're your own boss, so when you've had enough, you have to say you've had enough." Like, I know it's easy to get used to the money that's coming in and stuff like that, because her and dad, they're living off a very low pension. So this bit of money that she makes is really helping them survive, right? But she works really hard. And I always say to her, like, when you've had enough, you have to stop, because don't burn yourself out, right? Like, don't get yourself to the point where you hate baking. And she always says, when I'm done with this, I'm done with this. But I think for Mom, it's going to be hard to give it up, because, like I said, that they were barely surviving of their pensions, right? So your mom was a baker as well. Always had people over at her house. Always, yep. Your mom did a lot of socializing. She was friends with all of her neighbors. Mom's the same way. Always. Mom's friends were always at her house. Always. There was always something baked, but it was never anything that, us as kids liked. And I'm like, you never made chocolate chip cookies or chocolate cake or Namino bars when I was growing up. And now you're making all these delicious desserts, like amazing desserts with chocolate. We never had any of that growing up, right? But yeah, she always had, oh, I think I watched The Great Doctor. Always, there was always people at her house. Mom's friends were always there. Always. And they were either playing like dominoes, or Mom always played some kind of game. And Mom liked games where it was about math. So they would play dominoes, and she would always be the one who added, because she's really good at math, right? Or, even if it was a card game, she was always the one who had to count the cards. And oh my God, Skippo, and God, there was another one. There was always some action. Mom and her girlfriends sitting at the kitchen table at my house growing up. They were always there, like at least 3 times a week. It was always my house that her friends went to, which is funny, because growing up, when we would get ready to have a couple of drinks to go to the bar, it was always my house that my girlfriends went to. And let me tell you something, my house that I grew up in, my apartment is bigger than the house that I grew up in. Like, some of you might have it. Your garage might be bigger than the house that I grew up in. Like, my house is really, really small. Really small. Um, but I don't know. I guess it was comfortable. It was always warm, that's for sure. Jewel and the Palace, you'll definitely enjoy The Great Doctor, also known as Faith. I think I've seen that one, but I'll have to check it out. It's a historical drama, because I know I've watched a couple about a doctor in historical drama. There was one, The Horse Doctor, and there was another one about a doctor, a famous doctor in Yusan, or Joseon. I don't know how you would say it, but in Korea anyway. Also known as Faith. I gotta look that up. Back in the day when neighbors really helped each other out. Oh yeah, we never locked our doors. There was nothing for us to come home and find a note on the table. So and so was here, I needed a cup of sugar. Like, nothing, right? I remember my dad, when Mom and Dad went to bed at night, the keys to the car were in the ignition and the door was not locked. But you can't do that now. Not in my hometown. No way. My hometown is not the same. The Tati news is not, oh, it's not the business partner lawsuit. There was a suit against James Westbrook that was named in the Swanson lawsuit that has now been dismissed. Swanson. Okay, so there was like a lawsuit within the lawsuit kind of thing. Because Swanson is the business partner. And he's got a, what do you call that? Oh my God. Oh, I don't know. There's another word, but he's got a lawsuit against Tati's business, right? Against the company. And then he had one against James. Okay, so that was... So I would assume maybe if the one against James was thrown out of court, maybe the one against Tati Beauty might eventually be thrown out as well. The fact that this lawsuit is gone may bode really well for Tati when the big comes to court. Yeah. You know, and that's what I'm sure her lawyers are probably saying to her as well. Like if they threw out this one and some of the stuff based on the suit against James is based on the suit against Tati Beauty. So it's probably going to be the same thing. Like you have no merit to stand on, buddy. You know? Gum a ho is really good. Okay, tell me what gumaho is about. Because like I watched, oh my God, 50 of them. You finally canceled Luxebox for a while. You know, I want to resubscribe to Luxebox, but because the last time I resubscribed to Luxebox, remember they had 3 boxes for $30. And now, even when I see it like that, you know, you can get 30% off, I won't resubscribe because I'm like, no, I want the 3 boxes for, $25. That's what I got it for. Remember, 3 boxes, 3 months for $25, and I'm kind of waiting for them to do that again, which they probably never will. That might have been, you know, a one-time thing. So I got myself ruined. Because, I mean, I think, well, I don't know. See, because I haven't been getting the boxes, so I don't know what's in it. I don't know if they're any good or not. I know I didn't like January. Your parents always had people over playing cards. You remember Crib being played a lot? Oh, yes. Remember the game of Crib? I wonder if people do that these days, you know? Do people go to other people's houses now and play like a game of Crib and stuff like that? Does that still happen? Or like play a game of darts? Does that still happen? Bye, Miss Janet. You started new treatment this week and it's got you a bit off your feet. Yes, love. You get some rest, okay, Janet? Hi, Miss Ashley. How are you, love? So there was a suit brought against James by a guy named Hawks, accusing him of being a fraud. Swanson used it as part of his evidence in a business partner lawsuit. I think all of that stuff is going to be thrown out. I think when it gets down to it, it's just all going to be thrown out. Yeah, right, Lana? It was 25 for 3 boxes. March Luxebox looks very good. I have to look at the spoilers. I know they came out with like $5 off. And I had some credit in my account, and I think they took it, which pissed me off too. The Tati lawsuits are really involved. It can be confusing for sure, yeah. I mean, Emily Baker, she's so good to watch. If you want to know anything about it, she is so good to watch. If you were down home, you would still go play cards? At your sister's? Okay. So people... I don't know anyone. You know what? That's not true. Ian and I would go to his friend Bon, because Bon had a dartboard, and for years we would go up there and play darts at least once. My God, no, once during the week, right? But then his dartboard broke, and I can't remember the last time we played darts, and we used to have so much fun, right? Just the 3 of us, you know. Sometimes TJ would be there. Sometimes Ian's other friend Adrian, or a lot of times all of us would be there. It was a fun time. But yeah, I don't recall a lot of people, saying that they're going over to their friend's house for a game of cards. We used to go to Paul and Lorraine's and play cards sometimes. Um, God, I can't remember the name of that game we used to play. Something to do with jacks. There was like the Ace of Hearts was a good card to have, and then there was the jacks. And you wanted to have a jack suits or something like that. What is that called? You guys know what I'm talking about, that card game. 3 boxes for 25. That's what you're waiting for as well. Nicoletti, you were already subscribed when that offer came up in the fall. You were so mad you couldn't get that deal. I know that was a great deal, wasn't it? Most people who go over for game nights right now are playing D&D. I don't know what that is. What is D&D? Maybe I do. I just don't know. You used to go over to your friends to play apples to apples. What is that? I've never heard of that before, apples to apples. No, it wasn't rummy, because I know what rummy is, like gin rummy. I know what that is. Oh my God, it wasn't called spades, I don't think. But everybody would get like 5 cards, and then there would be a kitty, and you pick up your hand, and if it was your turn to go first, you can either say you want the kitty or pass on the kitty, something like that. And if you called it, like it all depends on how many trump you have. Maybe it was called trump. I don't freaking remember. Oh my God. Now you know there's a possibility of 3 glossy boxes of 25. You think you'll wait for it too, Candace? I'm hoping they come out with that again. If they do, I'll post it on my community tab. Oh, and guys, don't forget, I forgot to mention this. I also have a Facebook page now that's called the same thing as my YouTube channel, Sincerely LGS. So I'll be posting, and I forgot to post it, I was going live. But I'll be posting like my videos on there, and I'm going to be doing my sales on that Facebook page. Because I know there's some people who are not on like the Kiss and Makeup buy and sell page on Facebook and the other ones. So when I do my sales of what, I show on my YouTube channel and stuff like that, I'm going to be doing it on that Facebook page. So yeah, go look it up, Sincerely, LGS, and join it. So I'll be doing giveaways on that. I am going to come up with hearts, maybe. Euchre. Shoot, no, not euchre. No, is it euchre? Oh my God, I got to send Ian a message. He'll tell me what it's called. Because euchre sounds right. Played that with his grandmother. Yeah, euchre, right? I think that's what it is, euchre. And I'm going to be having a giveaway coming up when I get my Naughty Knickers. I'm going to have one, I think, for the Sincerely LGS Facebook page. I have enough. So they sent me an email and said I have enough Naughty Knickers in my bank to have 2 giveaways, which I thought was pretty cool that they reached out to me, right? And said, hey, just want to let you know you got these many, you got 6 pairs in your bank right now. That's enough for 2 giveaways if you want to have a giveaway. So I'm undecided because I wanted to have one on our Topbox Facebook page. And then I'm like, do I have one on my YouTube channel or do I have one on my YouTube Facebook page? But out of the 3, I will be doing 2 Naughty Knickers giveaways. But I think I might just do one this month and keep the other one because I only get to do the giveaways if somebody goes in through my link, subscribes to Naughty Knickers, then I get a free pair of panties. So instead of me keeping those panties, I told Naughty Knickers to bank them for me, and every time I get 3, then I do a giveaway, right? And they're pretty cool. They didn't mind to do that. Canasta. Oh, I don't know what canasta is. I've never heard of that. Okay, I got a question. How do you play like Dungeons and Dragons, the board game? King's Corners, the new card games are things like Cards Against Humanity? I never heard of that before. Auction is what I'm talking. Okay, I gotta ask Ian. What is Cards Against Humanity? Do you know what I'm talking about, Andre? You played it before? You used to play a lot of card games. Yes, back in the day, right? Asshole. I used to play that in college. Asshole. Dungeons and Dragons. Never. I don't know what that is. You went on the Naughty Knickers website. A lot of nice stuff. It is. It's very nice. This is actually Naughty Knickers. It's a little baby doll set. And I got this, my God, what? Was it last summer or the summer before I got this? I wear it often, and it's still, like, nice and soft and great shape. Canesta is such a long game with so many decks of cards. Great for power outages at a cottage. Dungeons and Dragons isn't really a board game. It's interactive storytelling. Okay, I've never played it. I gotta send Ian a message. And I'm gonna ask him. Baby Cakes, comma, what is the card game that we would play where you wanted to have like a jack in your hand, comma, and there was a kitty, comma, and the ace of hearts was a good card? He's at work, so I don't know if he's on a call or not. I'll tell you if he's on a call. I'm checking my tracker. Uh-oh, what'd I just do? Oh, he's at the station. He's not on a call. So he should see that soon. But I think I think it might be euchre. You played Arsehole in high school. You always had multiple decks of cards on the window by the table, on the ledge. Yeah, the cabin, the cottage or the cabin. Well, we grew up with the cabin. We didn't have a cottage. I couldn't believe when I first got here to Toronto, not when I first got here, but the very first time I went to an actual cottage, Ian and I were only dating, I think, for like 3 months. And he was taking me to his aunt's cottage, right, up in Collingwood. Long drive, I remember that. Anyway, so he said cabin, right? So I'm expecting what I grew up with, a cabin, like a little tiny log cabin. There's an outhouse, but it's like, 2 little tiny rooms with the bunk beds and the old-fashioned stove and a table in the middle. Like, that's what I'm expecting, your cabin, right? And he said that we were going to go to a cabin. He pulled up to his aunt's house, and I was like, right, where's the cabin? This is the cabin. I'm like, that's not a cabin, that's a house. He goes, no, that's our cabin. I'm like, no, that's a house. That's not a cabin. He goes, okay, well, we call it cottages. I'm like, okay, well, don't call that a cabin. I was floored. Oh my God, I couldn't believe that people actually had places like that they would call a cabin. Like that was their summer home. I was floored. I mean, naive, I'm telling you. I mean, I grew up with a cabin, And then the next time we went to a cottage, I mean, my God, this place was like, okay, so we're going to a mansion in the woods. It's insane. I was stunned. I mean, I grew up with cabins that actually look like the, little, well, not the Little House on the Prairie, kind of like the Little House on the Prairie, only smaller. I'd love to have a cottage. I'd rather buy a cottage than I think I would buy a house here in Toronto. But the prices of that is insane too now. Everything's gone up. I wonder if everything seems to be going back to normal now. And hopefully, am I off? No, I'm not off. Answer the question. No, boo, not yet. We are talking about card games. I forget what I was saying. Oh, now that everything is going back to like normal or starting to go back to normal, do you guys think the prices of like renting a cabin will go back to normal, or do you think they're going to keep it the prices they had it at in those 2 summers when we weren't allowed to travel or go anywhere. Because it was crazy trying to book a cottage. Okay, hold on. I'm going through the comments. D&D has a DM, Dungeon Master, that constructs a story and the players decide where the story goes with the roll of a dice. Oh, I've never played that before. Hi, Blade. Hi, Pamela. Auction 45s. That's the name of a card game, Pam? Or, I'm sorry, Pamela. Lana, you dated an Arsenal in high school. Does that count? I wonder how many people here can raise their hands and say that they dated an Arsenal in high school or college. There are people that never heard of D&D. No, not me. Never heard of it before. Cards Against Humanity is a NSFW. I don't know what that stands for. A card game where you compete to have the funniest answers to questions. So do you like buy the actual cards? Did you have to bid in the card game you're talking about? I think so. No. Did I? Come on, Ian. Answer me back. Where are you? Is he on my live? He read the comment, but he didn't answer me back. Oh my God, I can't remember. Pamela, sorry. I think we did. You heard about Cards Against Humanity from your son. I never heard of that. I mean, do you buy the cards? You remember playing Cards Against Humanity at the food court in one of the malls. You got a few tables. It was a fun time. Grudge. The Revolt of... Oh, Gummyho. It's hard to explain, but it's about a non-human fox that does literally everything to protect her child. Takes place in an older time period, and it's a really famous Korean show, extremely well known. So you'd have to watch a trailer or some clips, but it's so good. Okay, I'm going to look that one up too, just a cutie. NSFW is not safe for work. Okay. Okay. You've been there, done that, Nicoletti? You think everything is still going to increase in price? I know, right? I know, Tracy, especially now because everyone wants to travel and go places. Yeah, which kind of sucks. You a few. No, I don't know what I asked, Andrea. Not suitable for work. No, okay. Oh, assholes. Yes. Tracy said quite a few for her. Yep. Nicoletti, you played Cards Against Humanity with your kids, and it was a hoot. Candace, more than one. Yeah. Nicoletti, it is pretty fun. Probably not a good idea to do it in the food court, but it was fun, and there were no kids around. All because you can get just downright dirty. Your current D&D character is half-elf rogue who started as a barmaid who sold the secrets of drunk men in her bar and went... Euchre. That's what it's called. Euchre. He goes, I'm not sure which game you were talking about. Euchre. It's Euchre. I think it's the same game that we would play with Paul and Lorraine and with Gigi. And I never knew how to play euchre. Ian taught me how to play euchre because his grandma, Gigi, was a huge euchre player. And she would beat everybody. You buy a deck of cards, and you can buy booster or expansion packs. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like, you know, Skippo, the card Skippo. So Cards Against Humanity, it's like cards like Skippo where you buy them, and then you can buy different things to go with it. You're talking about you would bid with what you had in your hand if there was a kitty. Yes. And there's probably different names for the same game, right? It was something different. Okay. Because I know, like, because I know for myself, different parts where I came from in Newfoundland, like, the same card game could be called something different in different areas. So it could be, the same game that a lot of people played, just had a different name to it. Both of Nicoletti's children are adults when she talks about playing Cards Against Humanity. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to see. I mean, I guess it would be good. Maybe it'd be something I should look into for Christmas and bring it to Dominican. Used to love Apples to Apples. What is Apples to Apples? Euchre was a very popular card game to play, right? And there was another one too that my mom would play. It was something to do with the queens, and I remember they called the card game Bitches. And that's what they called it, Bitches. But I believe in other places it could have been called Queens. But it was something to do with the Queen of Hearts, or something like that. But all the queens were bitches. So that's what I remember. Apple to Apples. Never heard of that. Apples to Apples is a card game like Cards of Humanity. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm so, like, out of the loop. Your son loves Apples to Apples. And, okay, so Apples to Apples, it's not like these aren't like a deck of cards with, like, the king and queen and jack and stuff. These are a different set of cards that you would buy, right? Like the Skippo or like Uno kind of thing. Not saying that they look like Skippo or they look like Uno, but you buy those. They're different card games. Okay, perfect. We call it auction here. Ace, king, jack, queen, and the five of spades or diamonds was high card. Okay. I know with this, the jack of spades was like the best. And, right? Jack of spades, and then if you had, like, say if you had all clubs in your hands, you wanted to have, like, the jack of spades with it. Ah, that's what it was. If you had the jack, the queen, the king, the ace, and the 10, and then you had the lower cards, and whoever called it and said, my kitty or whatever, they had to get the most cards. They had to get at least 15 points, because if they didn't get 15 points, then they lost. Their total went down. And you had to get to a certain number. The winner got a certain number of points, and then they won the pot kind of thing. Now I'm beginning to remember. They have words, sentences, rather than numbers on them. Oh, okay. A family-friendly version of Cards Against Humanity as well. Different card games that don't involve playing cards. Okay. Games like Skippo, yeah. We played Skippo a lot. Skippo, Mom loves Skippo. Whenever Mom came up here, she always brought up a new pack of Skippo because the kids would love to sit down and play Skippo. Skippo, Dominoes. Oh my God, there was a Yahtzee. Oh my God, played that. I don't know how many times growing up as a kid. Yahtzee. And Remoli. Did you guys ever play Remoli, where you had that Remoli board and you had little pots of money? And you can pay for like a dime or a quarter, and everybody had to put like a quarter in every pot. And then if you got a certain card, you won the pot. Did you guys play that? Mom and her friends used to play that a lot when I was a kid. They had a Remoli group. It was like the 5 of them or the 6 of them, how many players you needed. And once a week, they would either come to my house or go to one of the other person's house, and they had a set game of so many games they would play. And whoever's house you were going to made the food, made the snacks, right? I liked Remoli. We always wanted to play it. When we were kids, we always wanted to play Remoli, but we weren't allowed. We were always told to go in the room. The ace of hearts would beat any trump except a five. Yeah, see, I think with this one, it wasn't, the five wasn't good. They were lower cards. It was the jack. The jack was the highest card for this way that we played it. The hours we spent playing dominoes when your kiddos were growing up. Yeah, Mom loved that too, dominoes. Your house as a kid was Uno, Cribbage, Monopoly, Scrabble, and Sorry. No, mine was Yahtzee. And like playing cards. Mom didn't play much cribbage. My sister played other, I think my dad played it with his brothers and stuff, but that wasn't something that my mom played much of. Your mom and you used to play Yahtzee. We played with pennies, Tracy. Remotely played with pennies. Oh, I love that. I think that was my favorite out of all of them was remotely. I think that was the most fun. Yeah. Cool. I mean, what great memories though, right? I mean, I wonder if people do that now these days with their kids, you know? That's what I mean. Like, do people still go to other people's houses to have a card game on a Wednesday night? Like, do they have their card club kind of thing? You know, because I'm sure a lot of our parents probably went somewhere once a week to meet up with their friends to play a game of cards, right? Monopoly always caused fights in your house, Nicoletti. Crib, Yahtzee, and Rummy. You would always play, Lana. Rummy, yeah, we played Rummy. We didn't have a lot of board games. They were too much money, so we didn't have board games. Playing cards. Huge fights with Monopoly. I don't think we had Monopoly when we were kids. Our kids had Monopoly, and yes, huge fights. I know Ian's son, we couldn't play Monopoly with him at all when he was a kid. It was just like a battle. Not sure if people could put their phones down long enough now to play cards. Tracy, you know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. That's something I definitely want to look into bringing when we go to Dominican. You know that? Is to look for that Cards Against Humanity. And you said Apples to Apples is kind of like it. Because I know whenever we go for Ian's family, because his grandmother, every Christmas, Boxing Day, Easter, family event, whenever we went for dinner, whether it was at Ian's grandma's house or his aunt's house or his mom's house, euchre was always being played. Like, always, the tables were set up and euchre was always being played. And I don't recall if since she's passed, I don't think they do that anymore. Yeah. Since she passed away, I don't think they play euchre anymore at any of the family events. But when she was alive, we always played euchre. And she always beat everybody. Because you would always have a partner too, right? Your sister always cheated in Monopoly? Playing cards and dice were always good to have back in the day. Yeah, now it's all telephones. I know, even here, if we went to go play something here, it's a fight to get our kids off their phone. Hi, Miss Sylvie. You're back. Your dishes are done. Cell phone games called Quiplash that are for groups now. We would play that, I call it the Ellen DeGeneres game every now and then with the phone. And the trivia app that you can get, we would play that a lot with the group of us. Right. Okay, everybody, I am going to take off. I have 8 loads of laundry to fold staring at me like I'd show you, but I'm embarrassed. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. But, you know, I just didn't have time. I did yesterday. I started at 3 o'clock, so I finished work around 4, right? But at 3 o'clock, I ran downstairs with the dark clothes, which was 6 loads. Ran back upstairs, stuffed a chicken, put that in the oven, went back to get the darks, put it in a dryer, put the whites in the washer, had a shower, put on makeup, made a video, finished the dinner, the stuffing, the gravy, the potatoes, and went to bowling and finished making my video. And then by the time we got home, I was able to, with my trod video, upload it to YouTube, but sometimes it takes a long time for it to process. So that's why it was out today, because I was hoping to do my third part of my decluttering video. So at least I'll have something to post next week. Like I'm going to do my Look Fantastic video will be coming up next week. Topbox will be here on Monday, I'm assuming. And the decluttering, and then once I get everything all done and organized, then I'm going to be posting a sale on that Facebook page. So remember, if you're not on the Facebook page, go join Sincerely LGS. Hold on. Candace, you used to play cards a lot with your friends as a teenager. It was a phase for a while, right? It was fun times. Trivial Pursuit was a good game. Yes, thank you, Miss Tracy. Don't be embarrassed. Life awaits, right, Candace? I'm like, oh, I can fold laundry. I can wash my makeup brushes. Or I can clean the bathroom, you know, all that fun stuff. You only do trivia if there's science or history involved. Thank you, Pam. I'm so sorry, Pamela. I have a friend, and we call her Pam. I'm so sorry. But it was fun, wasn't it? It was nice memories, right? Going back through time. Back in the good old days, you know? Oh, thanks, Miss Andrea. Get better, love. And make sure you go to the doctor. Laundry never ends. That's right, Tracy. You don't have a cell phone. You get stressed out too much when it rains. I get that. Yes, waiting for that L box. Me too. Can't wait. Thank you, Pamela. Anyway, everyone, Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. I will be live on Saturday next week. Ian's at work. He's at work tonight, which is why I'm live tonight. And next weekend on Saturday, he's working. So I will be live on Saturday next week. I am also going to be starting, we'll talk about that next week because I got to figure it all out on YouTube, how to do that. But have a great week, everybody. Thank you, love. Bye, everybody. Have a great week. Happy March break. And if you're going in the sunshine, be happy.